I'm doing some testing on a batch that's going to be going out this week for customers that put their orders in for the complete cinema. And two of these quarts are going out to the fellow who's going to be stopping by tomorrow to check out the product and talk business. Because I said before, this is going to allow us to have a contract or contracts. Um, you know, I try not to sound too ungrateful, and I'm not ungrateful at the end of the day. I'm very happy for my customers that support my company. I really am. But like I said, it's a frustrating job. It can become extremely frustrating. Mind you, when you're basically out there before you even get contracted, you have to prove it to everybody. And I mean everybody, all forum sites, every place you land at, every place you do, you got to prove, 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 prove. And this is why I've been busting my behind for many years, showing off our products on every test level you could possibly think of. So that way, one day, Lord willing, we'll be blessed to get those contracts. And we got the contracts. We got them. Like I said, no one's going to sign a contract with you unless they can come down and see it. And he has to see that screen operating in a fully lit environment as displayed. Now, right here, this is the product itself. That's a complete cinema. And I got some of it painted on an old picture frame I found in the back. I do have some surfaces left. And just run a little test buy on it, uh, seeing how it turned out. Again, I can't express this enough. We don't support knockoff projectors and never will. They don't work with our products. There's a reason why I took the time out before the VIII and all those projectors came out. I did all those tests, brought all those projectors, put all those man hours in to show it in the day. Our stuff doesn't work with those projectors. Can't force it. It's not going to work. So when we have people deliver using machines that don't work on our products, who are they going to blame? Going to blame us at the end of the day? It's supposed to be our fault? No, it's not my fault at the end of the day. That's their fault. Like I said, this is why we put all the tests, the time, the work into the product. All those tests I didn't do them just for the sake of doing them. I had to do it to back the product up. When you get into this field, especially when you're developing screen paints to go against certified screens, yeah, you have to have tests to back everything up. The white wall test, we've done so many of these, it's not even funny. I got to do this at 1,000 lumens. I got to do it at ultra sure throw. We got to do it inside. We got to do it outside. Do you have any idea how many hours it takes to do these tests? It takes hours of testing. Whew, it's a lot of work. So eventually now we got the product to the point where now it's worthy of contracts. And this is why this fellow is flying out here, come down to the house, check out the screen, so he can see for himself that it's actually a real screen. Because like I said, in the field of projection screens, these technologies unheard of. Now, can you imagine me at one of those shows with a setup at 150 inch doing this right there on a bunch of light? That's why I said the complaining they were doing with that little bit of light in the environment, that's nothing. That screen is supposed to be bright and it's supposed to look like a TV. And you see we're using tons of light and the environment. Now, anytime you work with darker screens, yeah, white levels are always going to drop. They're going to drop a tad. They always do, even with the gunmetals. Why the gunmetal screens have that heavy reflective surface. Any gray screen paint you develop or make, the white levels are automatically going to drop a little bit. It's just normal. But it shouldn't drop to the point where you can't see the screen. When you can't see the screen, there we have problems. And as you can see, it's coming up crystal clear with no problem whatsoever. Nice and bright and all this light. But this is just, I'm doing this for the people who place orders. I was able to make about 3 gallons. So we sold about 3 gallons of it. Somebody just put an order in a few minutes ago. So I got to go order more containers, get everybody taken care of. But this is your product. This is what we'll be shipping out. They're insane with the lights out too. That's why I sat there and said, all this time, that technology was staring you in the face all that time. Now, for those of you who took advantage of the opportunity, thank you so much. And for those who were skeptical and waited, well, guess what? We're going to be gone pretty soon. We're not going to be selling to the customers or anything. That's going to be up to the people we have contracts on whether they do that or not. And the price is not going to be the same. Now, I don't know what they're going to sell for. So we had a couple people contact and inquire about, are we still selling? Yes, we are still selling for 2 months. And then after the 2 months, the site marketplaces will be removed. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the small demonstration. I got to do another one before we pack everything up for the customers and get them out the door and get them shipped out. Those who place orders, you'll be receiving tracking numbers tomorrow, and you'll be shipping out on Monday. If you're interested in the product, it's still on the website. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.